So I have discussed the third point and basic point of that. So the further third point is continued will be in this video, and that is like by doing these kind of activities, na, government tries to achieve some state of economic stability. In there are many, I have tell you, like markets are free to work accordingly to their business cycles. So this will give them economic stability. That there will be there will be situation like deflation and inflation. They can be easily handled. So the fourth objective is management of public enterprises. The government undertakes commercial activities that are of the nature of natural monopolies and which are established and managed for social welfare of public. Means these activities are managed for the public enterprises. Natural monopoly is a situation where the economics are scaled over a large rate of output. The third point is industries which are potential natural monopolies are like railways and infrastructure. They are the public enterprises. We private sector can't handle this. Now, the importance of budget. Today, every country aims to gain its economic growth to improve living standard of its people. Besides, there are many other problems such as poverty, unemployment, inequalities in income, wealth, etc. Government strive hard to solve these problems through budgetary measures. Yeah, it is clear in the point only that to solve these kind of problems like poverty, inflation, unequal distribution of wealth, and these kind of problems will be solved through the budget making. Budget can solve, not, it will take time, but yeah, gradually it will solve them. Second point is the government show the fiscal policy item wise estimates of expenditure disclosures how much and on what items the government is going to spend. Similarly, item wise details of government receipts indicate the sources from where government intends to get money to the final expenditure. And there is also one point, there is a fiscal year, and the fiscal year is from 1st April to 31st March. Means this year the fiscal year is the 1st April 2021 to 31st March 2022. This will be the fiscal year. Now, there are types of budget basically. The first one is balanced budget and another one is unbalanced budget. So we will talk about them now, the types of budget. The first one is balanced budget. What does this mean? Means if the government revenue is just equal to the government expenditure by the general government is known as balanced budget. Means the government receipts is equals to government estimated expenditure. When receipts are equal to expenditure means that is a balanced budget. The second one is unbalanced budget. If government expenditure is not equal to government's receipts, means expenditures are not equal to receipts, that will be unbalanced budget. And its definition is if the government expenditure is either more or less than a government receipts, the budget is known as unbalanced budget. It is of two types, the surplus budget and the deficit budget. Name is suggesting it by its own. Surplus means when the estimated government budget is more than the comparison when the revenue received by government is more than the expenditure, then it's called the surplus. It is very obvious to know that when we are having more profits, we are having more receipts than the expenditure, we will be in the surplus. And in the deficit, if The expenditure is more than the receipts, it will be the deficit budget, and this both will come under the unbalanced budget. There, for all kind of budget, for the balance, for the surplus budget, for the deficit budget, the formulas have been given and it's highlighted. You can go through that. Okay, now we will study about the components of budget. So there are basically two components: revenue budget and the capital budget. Revenue budget contains the revenue receipts and the revenue expenditure. Revenue is something, when I have a company, I will, the profits I will get from by selling those goods which my company is making, this will come under the revenue. So the revenue receipts and revenue expenditure is they are the components, and their definition is: revenue receipts is they are the receipts that neither create any liability nor the reduction in assets of the government, and the revenue expenditure is an expenditure that creates neither an asset nor cause reduction in liability, is known as revenue expenditure. Now the capital budget. Budget contains capital receipts and capital expenditure, and the capital receipts are government receipts that create liabilities or reduce assets, are known as capital receipts. On the other hand, capital expenditures are government either creates physical or financial assets or reduction of its liabilities, known as capital expenditure. Now, there's a chart given below for budget receipts. So, this chart tell us about the different areas. The first one is budget is divided into two: the revenue receipts and capital receipts. Capital receipts are the components. This is discussed above. So these two are the basic divisions of budget receipts, and now this will be discussed further in the next video, because the length of this video is completed, so it will be when otherwise it will be a lengthy video. So this chart will be discussed in the next video. So thank you.